Getting here with Gardening Simplified. It's February 27th, and we're going to see how things are going in the garden. We'll start out here in the greenhouse. This is a really hectic time of the year. It's so much going on, trying to get beds ready and all that stuff. Now we have a lot of our little starts or seedlings here. We've got some onions. These are just pretty much big enough to put out. We've got some okra started. It's going to be slow to grow because it's likes the warmer weather, but we are having some warmer days, which is good. We've definitely got a lot of weeds in our beds we got to clear out. Don't let that overwhelm you if you're doing your garden. Our green beans here, that really cold weather got a bunch of them, but it looks like a good enough stand to leave this row in, not reseed any. They ought to come on and get harvested. Our tomato plants, they're definitely at the size now they want to get out. I'm going to try to get those out this week. We still got a little cooler nights, but it shouldn't be too bad. We've got our lettuce here that needs to go out. Some of our pumpkins and our watermelons, they're starting to get their leaves, so they're going to need to go in the ground, and our squash that's over there will need to go. Our peppers, of course, these were the first ones we planted. These were the seeds that didn't germinate the first time. I took and put them in a little container with a lid and wet paper towel and started some more, and they germinated that way. I've got some cilantro needs to go in the ground, but pretty much the cold weather is pretty much worked over everything in here. Now, our banana pups that we got potted up, I think they've survived fine. I'll have to trim the leaves off again, but I'm not thinking that, of course, I'm going to be positive maybe they will, but the bananas, this was the second time they got cold enough. I'm going to go ahead and cut the leaves off the top and see if they come out. If they don't, that'll be fine, because they'll definitely come back from the bottom, but I don't need them in here. All our citrus seems to be doing good. A lot of it's flowering, but our parsley's going to have to come out. Or lacinato kale, it needs to come out. It's pretty much going to be stressed. You can see our broccoli. This batch here is done in. We come around now, our cabbage or fielder crop. It's pretty good, but some of these are going to have to come out. That I think they look like they're getting a little bit of disease on them, but some of them will still do fine. I will leave a few. I want to get seeds this time. I need to go ahead and clean up these beds. That needs cleaned again right there. But this broccoli here is the same way. There's a few side shoots that's good. We'll probably harvest these little red cabbage. These got hit pretty good. You can see this one here splitting, so we'll go ahead and take those out, clean this row up so we can put something else in. But all this broccoli, it's pretty much done. We've got some little starts. They're not quite ready to come out. We planted our sweet potatoes the other day, and you can see we've got a few popping the top in this one. We've moved our propagations out here, so we'll see how they do. These cabbage over here seem to do fine. I don't know why they did better, even though they were close to the edge. It could have been a water difference or anything like that. Over here, we've got this row covered. We did go ahead and get our early peas in here, so we'll have some green peas coming up shortly. The onions got hit hard from this last freeze. We'll see how our next ones do. We've got to finish these rows. We got this one cleared. We're gonna clear this one. These will be where we'll put our tomatoes in this year. The garlic's not looking too awful bad. It did get a hard time, but it's definitely got to be weeded, and so we're gonna have to get on that job. But it's not doing too bad. We've almost got these 3 rows ready. We think we'll put some watermelons in there. This one needs to get cleared out because this is going to be our early cucumbers, hopefully. And we'll go on down here to the lower end of this garden. We've taken and put us another apple tree. So now we've got 3. This one here's a Granny Smith. We'll see how it takes hold. Now these apple trees are in here close. That's probably, I'm going to guess, about 12 feet between these, but we'll keep these down small so when you're planting an orchard, your spacing is going to depend on how you're planning to plant it. And we definitely got to get out here and get these weeds out. So that's going to be a project. These beds here, I'll need to get these cleared out. These will probably be watermelons back in here too. We'll use these 4 beds for that. Now our blueberries, they're still blooming. It didn't get all the blooms froze off on them. Hopefully we'll have some fruit set on here, but we won't know for a little bit how that's going to come out. But anyway, this time of year is a lot more hectic, getting beds ready and stuff like that. And a lot of times I do see that I got a lot of work, but I don't let it get me down. I just, you do what you can do, and eventually you'll get caught up if you keep doing. Normally we've got a lot of green plants this time of year, but we've had a bunch of cold weather, so it's really affected the crops. But I understand that's all part of gardening, especially when I do a lot of my gardening. I try to push the limits, and you get a harvest, but a lot of times you won't get as long a harvest as you'd like. But anyway, that's where we're sitting here at the end of February. We don't have enough to bring anything to the farmers market, so hopefully some of these crops will start coming on. Like I say, we're going to have some warmer days. It'll be up in the 70s, and that ought to get some of these crops to jumping up and going on. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this update. If you're not a subscriber, you want to see more content like this, well, of course, just hit that subscribe, hit the bell, select all, give it a big thumbs up, and share this video. Enjoy that gardening experience.